Today is Noah's operation day. This is
Bifida blog.
So big day for Noah today. Surgery day, first of many, I'm sure, over the next couple of weeks. They're going to do his back closure today, which is going to be a little bit more tricky than they first thought, because the opening on his back isn't like a bump like they expected, it's more of a pit. So the plastic surgeons are going to have to be involved to, you know, take skin from maybe other areas and make a graft or whatever. So it's looking like he'll be down there for about 5 hours today. Hello. Just look more like Heidi today, don't you think? It's funny how they change, how they look, you know, so quickly as well. What are you saying now? You're saying outdoors.
Give Mummy a kiss on the way.
You do this again.
Daddy having kissed
No,
her?
God, no. Nah, that man.
You'd like to go the other way round. You're having a very good book.
So, body, the main issue with skin for now is we're still on this fluid balance. So he remained on this high flow of oxygen.
You're not, no.
I only just rung up, so they've got to drive when you come up, so to theatre, so
Noah's just gone off now with Daddy in his ambulance and little incubator, ready for his surgery. He's also having a camera put down his throat to check his vocal cords, because he's got a bit of a funny noise as he breathes and cries at the moment, which could be to do with the Arnold-Chiari malformation. So they just need to check to see whether anything needs doing to that. They won't do anything like that today, it's just have a look and do his back closure. It's quite hard for me to have to watch him go off without being able to go with him, but I had a little smile when I came down this morning, so it makes it that much better.
Here we are at the Children's Hospital. This is Noah coming out of the ambulance, going for his op. So we're right in the middle of the Children's Hospital at the emergency drop-off. So I've just dropped off Noah at theatre. About 10:27 he went in. Met the plastic guy there who's in charge of doing some of the skin work for the back closure. Really nice chap, seems to know what he's talking about. He's thinking that he might have to take some skin from other places, and because of the way they had to sort of really stretch the tissue, because there's not a lot there, because of the way that sort of pit is, there's not a lot to work with. So it could be that the area they take it from could end up being quite raw. Although that's not a problem, because he's so small and young, he will grow back the skin. It just might look a bit nasty for a little while until it does heal up properly. I found out at the time that the ENT team, the anaesthetist didn't realise anything to do with the ENT, which is all this scanning of the vocal cords. So that isn't going to happen. Not quite sure why. We'll hopefully find out at some point.
Okay, lovely. Alright, thank you. Thanks, bye.
Yeah.
They've done the back closure. He's taken some tissue from the side, but it's all sort of closed up.
Oh, that's good.
No open wounds or anything like that.
Brilliant.
All went well. Noah's just taking his tube out, and then he'll be on his way over.
Okay.
Greg Fellows will speak to us today about how the surgery went, and he'll hopefully come over and meet us, the plastic surgeon, in the next couple of days. Oh, tiring work, isn't it? Noah! Heya! Heya! You quite like sucking your hand. You're trying to suck the wires. That's what you want. He wants his hand. His blood sugars are a bit low, so they're giving him sugars, and that's probably why his temperature's a bit low. Ooh, look at that pout. Been a long day, eh?
Okay, so we've just come back from seeing Noah for the first time since his operation, and all went reasonably well.
Yeah. He came off the ventilator whilst he was still over at the Children's Hospital. So when we went to see him, he was wide awake for the first time, with his eyes open, breathing by himself, not needing any oxygen. He was on antibiotics just to prevent infection. And he was on paracetamol, nothing stronger, just doing really well, really. Plastics had not had to use any raw skin. They've managed to just pull some skin from his side round to cover up the back. So
the only other news was that the ENT team didn't get a chance to look down at his vocal cords in the end, as we had originally thought. We're just trying to wait and find out why that exactly was. We don't think it's nerve related, but we'll find out later. Now it's just a case of keeping him settled and seeing how the back closure goes. Hopefully just keeping an eye on the fluids, making sure there's no leakage from the back itself, or that there's no abnormal increase in the fluids on the brain, really from just a visual point of view at this juncture. So we're just going to go and you're going to go have a bit of tea down on ward, and I'm going to have a scrounge about in our bag of goodies, and we're going to go up a bit later after you've expressed a little bit more milk. And so as he's now feeding from the milk, we want to try and get as much to him as possible.
having about 1 mil.
Yeah, 1 mil, not much, but
so we're just hand expressing.
Yeah. What have we got in the selection? I'd have the whole thing. Hang on. You're about to watch my brilliant... Oh my God. I thought the lift was literally going to slice me in half then.
What was that? Driving?
My brilliant driving. D. I'll get the hang of this eventually. So we're just travelling down to see Noah one last time tonight before we head off to bed, really.
His milk.
Oh,
Go get that.
back up we go. Ding ding.
I was just about to say, with this special delivery of milk.
Can I just leave you in here? And I'll go get
Well,
leave you in the lift.
Definitely enjoying that.
You're a bit more awake now, aren't you? Too bad.
Did Mummy spill it? Oh yeah. It's dribbling everywhere. This is precious stuff. Yeah.
Lovely.
Dribbly Mal. You just letting it dribble out. You had enough. There you go. You're rising.
Good
I'm
look.
going to go back to sleep now. Full tummy.
Yeah.
As you can see from the video, we've just been up to see Noah now. Got to give him first little bit of a feed from a syringe, which was nice. Made me feel like a proper mummy. Again, he was awake and
Eyes
happy.
wide
And
open.
he's just content little boy, really.
Yeah. Okay, so that's probably going to be the last time that Louise will go up tonight, although I'll be up and down with the milk supply as we're doing that every 3 hours.
Yeah, just trying to be good and rest, and so that I'm as strong as I can for Noah when he needs me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crucial that Louise obviously keeps very well at this point, and we're hopeful that she'll get discharged tomorrow because she's, fingers crossed, she's feeling a lot better, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're looking a lot,
Thank you.
what's my words? You got better colour in you today, and I think generally, walking a lot more, still using the wheelchair a little bit, but sort of going one way walking and getting the wheelchair back, as you might expect. So you just continue on low medication at the moment, really, just some paracetamol and just some iron tablets to keep the iron count coming up. Other than that, the only other thing that I've been doing is learning how to inject your tummy, which was daunting for me, and probably more daunting for you, to be honest, putting an injection in my hand and seeing me do it. It takes a lot of trust, I'd say. So it's been really interesting to learn. It's not something I would say I'm a natural at or necessarily want to learn, but
he's actually better at it than some of the midwives, though. Much less forceful.
So tomorrow it's really a case of keeping Noah stable. We're not aware of any further plans to do anything at this point, and we'll just see if anyone has anything to say, if we'll see any of the consultants or surgeons that took part today. Hopefully we'll bump into a couple and see what they've got to say. But overall, very good situation, and obviously, like we say, we're hoping Louise will hopefully get discharged tomorrow. Fingers crossed on that one. The other thing we're looking to do tomorrow is get in the Cots for Tots house. On the basis that you will be discharged, we'll probably be needing a room. So hopefully the form's all gone in, so we're hoping that we might get a room tomorrow. So that really concludes today, and we'll get some rest because we're going to need it, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Bye. Because we're doing the milking every 3 hours, so I'm just trying milking.
Sounds like
good
a
reference.
production line.